Hello. Today I am 3 months post-op, so I thought I would make a video. Two things I want to talk about. First of all, I think I am going to need a correction surgery, which kind of sucks. But I have on the backside of my penis there's a hole there. I think if I was using it to urinate, I would have to, it would be coming out of there instead of the tip, and so I need to get that fixed, even though I'm not using it to urinate because it doesn't look right, and I'm worried about being prone to infection or stuff like that. So I'm gonna need to go there again. I'm gonna have to find a way to make that work. And also, it might be possible to do correct the cosmetic result and get it to look better, I guess. I mean, it looks pretty good, and I'm not, displeased or anything. It's just, you can always do it better. So, I'm gonna need to get that fixed. Maybe I don't know if I can get the scrotum fused. That's something that you can't do, initially, but after a while you can do it. I don't know if I can though because I'm not peeing from the tip of my penis. I'm peeing from my urinary tract, which is behind my scrotum. So I don't know if that means that I can't get my scrotum fused or something like that. But I'm going to figure all that out. That's one thing. The second thing is that I have been having these really, really weird feelings, and I sort of want to talk about them and ask the community if anybody's watching that's had surgery, if you've felt something similar. And so throughout my transition, what's really been driving me forward was the fact that I had a lot of dysphoria, and my dysphoria was what made me feel like, yeah, this is the right thing to do. I know this is hard, but I'm in pain here, and I acknowledge that, and I need to do something about it, and so I did. And so now I had my bottom surgery, and I no longer suffer from dysphoria, which is great. But now I'm having these thoughts about, I feel guilty somehow about not being able to make it work without going through all this. I feel a sense of guilt about not being able to make it as a woman. I feel that since I feel so good about myself now, the thoughts are like, well, why couldn't you just do that without the surgery? And it's weird because, like I said, my dysphoria is kind of what made me sure that this was the right thing to do, but now I don't have that anymore. So now all these, I think, doubts, they're not real doubts, but they're kind of feelings that I haven't had to deal with. They're kind of coming to the surface now because my dysphoria is gone. And it's really weird though, because obviously the only reason that I can deal with these things and that I'm having these thoughts is that I'm feeling better. So this should be enough to know that, yes, of course, this was the right thing to do, and I had no other choice. And of course, I know this on an intellectual level. But on an emotional level, I think I'm dealing with these things that I haven't been able to deal with before. And I guess it's just something I have to go through, but I think it's really, really weird that once everything is fixed and okay, all of a sudden the idea that I should have been able to make it without this comes. And I think that's why it's so dangerous, this rhetoric that some trans people are saying that, oh, you should be able to accept yourself the way you are because I have been able to. And, I wasn't listening to that because I knew that I was not going to be able to accept myself the way I was. And because of my dysphoria. But Now I'm kind of like, well, why couldn't I do it when they can do it? And I know that I did the right thing, but it's also it's I think it's harmful. It's a harmful signal to send to people that they should try to pressure themselves into an acceptance they can't achieve. And I accept myself now the way I am, but I wasn't able to before. But I guess these thoughts have somehow taken, they've affected me. I guess it's a kind of peer pressure that I've been affected by, and of course, I can understand this on an intellectual level, but it's still emotions I have to work through. So yeah, I don't know if this makes sense at all. This I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it and acknowledge that these are things that I'm thinking about right now. But yeah, I'm okay. So I think that's it. That's my 3 months update. I'll probably when I go for my corrective surgery, I think I'll video blog that experience as well. I think I'm gonna have to go for it. I don't know when it's gonna happen. Probably next year or something. I don't know. I'll let you know. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Like this video if you like it, and subscribe if you want more of me. I don't know. So yeah. All right. Bye.